Hello, stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked it. Hello lovelies, and welcome back to another 9Lux Nails video. Today I will be doing a little freestyle on myself, so we're going to get right into it. I did go ahead and do my feel off camera, but I am using the Mia Secret Cover Nude Blush Acrylic, Mia Secret Monomer Primer, and Dehydrator. After doing my feel, I did go ahead and buff and clean them off camera, and now I'm going straight in with my Beetles brand black gel polish. And I'm going to make sure that I get a very smooth and seamless first coat, because I'm not going to do a double coat, but I do want my initial coat to be very smooth and even. This will allow my chrome to go on as smooth as possible, as well as giving me a super glassy and perfect finish. So I'm going to make sure I get a flawless first coat, and I will double cure that before applying the chrome. So sit back and enjoy this little polish application, and then we'll get into more details regarding this set. It was so super fun to do, and I absolutely love these nails, so I will be redoing them and recreating them on myself, and I definitely want them longer because they were so fun to have, just so fun. So stay tuned, we're about to get it cracking in a second. When working with the black gel polish, not even just with black, but especially for chrome, I'm being very meticulous on making sure that I don't flood my sidewalls or have just black gel polish everywhere, because once I cure it and apply the chrome will stick to whatever surface has the polish on it, whether it's my sidewalls or my skin or anything of that nature. So I'm being very clean because I love a very clean finish, and I don't want to have to file or buff my skin just to get any of the gel polish or residue off. So once I apply the chrome, you will see that it only sticks to the black gel polish, and I'm able to clean up and have a flawless finish in the end. So since this is the only polishing that I will do for the chrome, just take your time and make sure that you get it very nice and neat, because we don't want to come back and have to work behind ourselves. We always want to work smart and not hard. So I'm making sure that I get that first layer perfect, because after you apply the chrome, that's really all you need. So now that that is nice and clean, I'm going to cure for 60 seconds, and I'm going to do a double cure for another 60 seconds, and then go straight in with my royal blue chrome. I love this chrome so much. It is Virgo season, so I was just feeling the royal blue vibe. Sapphire blue is our birthstone, and when it comes to Virgo season, I'm just in a blue era. I overlove blue. So when I put this chrome on, it just spoke to my Virgo senses, and I love it. I will be wearing this same chrome for my birthday because I love it so much. I don't care if I'm not wearing blue for my birthday, I'm going to wear this chrome because it was just so pretty. I need it long, and yes, I love it so bad. So a little goes a long way. I'm just barely tapping into the chrome, and once you do that double cure, you want to make sure that you don't touch anything until you get the chrome on, because it will not transfer if it is touched by anything. So be very careful. Even if you have clients, I tell them, please, just not right now. Sit still, let's get this chrome on. And as soon as I finish my chrome, I like to go ahead and top coat, because even if you start moving around, you can scratch it and then the black will be exposed and it won't be as perfect. You literally may have to take it all the way off and do the whole finger again. So when working with chrome, just be very, very, very clean, very, very, very precise, and it will come out so flawless and so perfect. So yeah, I love how this chrome turned out. I'm going to put my little chrome over all the fingers and then go ahead with my Kiara Sky No Wipe top coat and do a layer of top coat just to protect the chrome from the other design. And I also want to point out how clean and neat my sidewalls and my skin look. I am applying this chrome in sort of a messy way, and it's not transferring to any of my skin. So that's what I mean by being very, very clean. Very minimal cleanup that I will have to do on the end, and it's so flawless and so pretty. So pretty. Look at that. Oh my God. Just a little dust off to get the rest of that residue, and easy peasy. I'm going to go in with my top coat and get that cured for 60 seconds, and then we'll get started on the octopus, our little friend that's going on these nails. Stay tuned. Now that I have the top coat cured, I'm just going in with my cotton round and a little bit of alcohol, and I'm going to remove any other residue that's still on my fingers because I just don't want it to sit on there for the remainder of the video. So I'm going to go ahead and do my little cleanup, but it's not much, and then we'll get started with molding my little friend. So now I'm going to go in with this builder gel that I got off of Amazon, and it is in the color pink. This was a set that came with a clear pink and white, and I actually enjoy how this color looks. So on top of the blue, I said yes, let's go pink, and I wanted to use this so that I didn't have to do a lot of color matching on the back end. I'm just struggling to get this layer off. I'm not going to use that. I actually threw that excess away, but it's a lot of gel that comes in this tube, so it was okay for me to throw that portion away. And I'm also turning my LED light to the side because at any point that I'm going to flash cure my hand, I just don't want this or any of the other products I'm using to get cured by the light. So I just like to turn that to the side when I'm working on my own nails, but I do keep it in front of me just so that I can reach up and cure my nails. So we're going in and getting started with sculpting, and I'm just going to start with the body of my octopus first. And this gel, compared to any other gel that I have used, was fairly easy to work with. It wasn't as sticky, so if it did touch something, it took a while before it actually lost its shape or touch. So I did do some flash curing, but it held its shape very well, so I love it. So I'm just going to go in and get the shape that I'm looking for and start sculpting my little friend. Also, I want to add with sculpting this product, it did not take a lot of pressure, just a few pats to get it in place. So you don't want to push too hard to the point where you completely change the shape. Just a few pats and a little pushes. It's very soft, but it holds its shape. Like, it's so good. I will be ordering 2 more packs of this molding gel. So what I'm doing here with my molding is just getting a little motion added to the octopus. So it was just, most of it is going to be like the big head and body of the octopus, because they are really just one big head slash body. So the majority will be the body, and then this curvature is just allowing me to be fluid with the tentacles, because I am going to add a few tentacles to go with the octopus. So I'm just creating a shape to where I want it to start flowing to, and it worked perfectly, because then I could relay and balance the rest of the details based off of the body. So this was the main portion, and then just creating fluid and flowetry to the octopus as well as the details will be the remainder of this video. So now that I'm happy with that body portion, I did not want to over manipulate it. I wanted to keep its bubbleness. I'm going to go ahead and do a flash cure. So now I'm just checking it out, testing it out. I do see that there is a sticky layer. Once you cure it, it does have a sticky layer, but that did not affect anything that I had going on. So we're going to go in and continue to building up the octopus. At this point, I'm going to begin working on the tentacles. So I'm just taking a little bit of the molding gel. I'm going to roll it into a sphere, and then on just one side, I'm going to roll it even smaller so that the tentacles can go from big to small, just like a tentacle would. So I didn't want it to just be one full same size sphere. I wanted to have a little lifeness to it. So yeah, I'm just going to flatten one side a little bit smaller, not so thin, but definitely much smaller. And I like how that turned out, and I'm going to go ahead and start building up the deets. So with my tentacle, I am just going to line it up with that curvature that I created on the body, and I'm just going to get a little motion going. So the tentacles will be going in circular motions. I did have some of them standing off the nail just for added effects, and those were the ones I loved the most. I did do some of them flat on the nail, and then I had a portion of them that were sticking straight up, and it just made it look so lifelike, so fun. You will see in the end they were so super cute. So I'm just going to go in, mold these tentacles how I like them. I think I did about 5 or 6, and then we'll get into the details. I keep saying that, but it is very much detail oriented. Like, a lot of details went into creating this cute little set. And with this cute little tentacle, I'm just trying to see how it would look its best with standing up. I didn't want both of them going the same way, so I'm actually just trying to find that perfect balance of where I wanted it to be, so that when I bring the whole octopus together, it still looks cohesive. So I'm just lining it up and seeing how I like it before I cure that finger, and then we're moving on to the next. Now 3 hours later, I finally got that how I wanted it, and now I feel like I'm a professional tentacle maker. So I'm just going to flash cure that hand and start working on my other tentacle. I'm like, okay, we rolling now. I got the groove down pack. Let's get these nails done. So I'm going to start working on my other tentacle while the hand is flash curing, and then I'm just going to go ahead and keep knocking these junks out. Now with this tentacle, you could tell I was getting the hang of it because she has a little bit more personality, and I actually love how it's going. So I was like, okay, we're getting fancy with it. The octopus really reaching her arms out. It's coming into form. I love it. So I'm going to keep playing around with them and making sure they just look so perfect, and then we proceed, and then the fun will start momentarily. So stay tuned. I hope you guys are enjoying and learning something on this video. because I definitely want to see some recreations of octopus nails. Okay, so now I have those tentacles all done and they have been cured, but now I'm wanting the octopus to actually look like it's attached to the tentacles, because right now it just looks to me like they're floating in space. So I'm actually going to add a little more details to the body to make it look like the tentacles are attached. So this was definitely a freestyle portion of the set because I just felt like it wasn't complete. So I'm going to go in and start making little extra details that matter. So now you can see, okay, that's going to line up, and I'm going to actually split it into two to make it look like the two legs are coming out of the body of the octopus and not just floating in the air. So stay tuned and watch my little artistic mind at work, and if it's anything extra that I need to add in, you know I will. This entire set looked simple, but it was so much fun and definitely a learning experience for me. I know with the 3D nails becoming more trendy, we are coming off of just flat nails, so I definitely learned a lot in this video to follow through with my design and not just let it look a little amateur. Now this was my first time, so I do suspect the next time that I do these, they look even better and a little more realistic. So this was just a learning opportunity for me. I know a lot of people say, well, what made you do an octopus? Honestly, anything I see that I want to recreate or that I want to know more about, I'm going to dive in head first. And I normally will do it on myself because I have much more time with myself. I know when I do appointments, my clients are on a time crunch. They are sticking to that hour or hour and a half that their schedule told them they will be with me. So These definitely took me a little time, but I know if I recreated it on a client, now I know the process, so it will take me less time. But anything that I want to know, I will surely try it on myself. And I actually love these, so y'all will see them again, maybe in a different color, maybe not, because this blue just screamed at me the entire time. And the octopus was so cute. I literally, everywhere I went, people wanted me to bring my octopus together and let them see. People was taking pictures. I went to a shoe store and the girl was like, oh my god, I want to show my nail tech. So I said, girl, y'all please follow me on the gram, because yeah, always working, always shouting myself out. And I love how these turned out again. So now I feel like they are coming together exactly how I wanted them. And yeah, after I finish getting the details, well, I'm not going to say the details because this is just the foundation. Now we're getting into the details. So I like the pink, but it was very transparent. So I said, let's go in with one of the jelly colors, which this is a jelly color, but it was so bold that I'm going to add a little Kiara Sky top coat into it to thin it out a little bit. And then I wanted a solid pink as well, just for extra details. So I like the solid pink, and then I'm just going to add a little bit of clear into the jelly color to make it a little bit more thin, because I don't want to completely change the color. So once I do that, I'm going to paint the jelly color all over the octopus and then go in with the solid Beetles brand color for the details. So let's get into it. So I'm going in to begin polishing, and I'm taking just a little bit, and as you can see, it's definitely amplifying that color. It's so transparent, but I'm like, I wanted it to stand up just a little more, and this definitely did the job. And I'm just making sure to get this color all over every inch, so all around the tentacles that's standing up. I want to make sure I get this color around the back side, underneath the side, and everything, because I did not want to leave any spot unpolished. So take my time using my Beetles brand art brush, and I'm just painting this color all over the octopus, so it still has its transparent effect, but it looks actual pink and not like see-through. And so that I don't mess up those tentacles, I'm going to do a flash cure, and then I'll pull out and get the other fingers done as well. This is so cool, actually, watching this design come to life. I had so much fun doing these nails, like, you guys have no idea. This set is currently not on my hands. I do have just a solid color on, but I do think my next set is going to be another 3D style set, because I fell in love with having that little bit of character on my hands. It was just so pretty, and it's coming together. And just watching it as I'm doing the voiceover, oh my god, it's just, it gave what it needed to give. Oh my goodness, I love it. And now I'm going to go in with the solid pink and just do my details. So I did sculpt up some little raised eyeballs on the octopus, so I'm going to do that portion in the solid pink, as well as just do a little shading. So under the areas where I would consider the bottom of the tentacle, I'm going to apply just a thin line of this hot pink to add a little depth and dimension, because the details matter, and it definitely showed in the movement of this set. So after that flash cure, I'm just going in, and now in the areas where I feel like I want it to be the bottom, I'm just going to apply a very thin line and create that little depth in the tentacles. It's turning out so cute. We're almost done. And y'all know my favorite rule, follow through. So I'm not rushing this process and I'm not leaving any area undone. So even on my little sides that I created to match the other nail, I'm going to make sure I do my details here as well, because once I put it together, it just has to flow. So don't skip any part. Don't forget to apply your details. Just follow through, because once you're done, you're done. And finishing off with my thumb, I'm going to continue my details all the way to the end, and then we'll go and begin putting a little more to the set. So we're almost done, but now I got to make suction sockets. I guess they're like their little suction sockets that go on the octopus. This one makes it really come to life. So the fun is almost done. So now that all of my coloring is done, I want to protect that with my top coat. So I'm going to go in and just top coat all of the octopus that I applied any gel polish, because I did not want it to get dull once I wash my hands or do my little moving around. So I'm just going to go ahead and start top coating these nails, and then we'll go in and create these sockets, which they will be matte, so that'll be perfect. And one thing about me, I'm going to keep a clean surface, so I'm just cleaning off my little dish, and I'm going to go in with my molding gel and create just a very thin little sphere so that I can start creating little bitty balls to make my suction sockets for the octopus. So I just took a small piece of the molding gel and I'm just rolling it out. It does not have to be perfect shape or the perfect size, because some of the balls will need to be smaller than the other. So I just roll this out, and then I'm going to go in and create a bunch of balls so that I don't have to stop with each little ball, and then I will begin placing them on the nail. So now that I got a few balls created, I'm just going to go in and do a test run. Now I did create yellow balls prior to doing it this way, but the yellow just stood out too much and it took away from the fun. And I realized I did paint over the initial color of the molding gel, so if I put the sockets on the painted color, then it will still add the dimension that I was looking for. So I'm happy that I did go in with that jelly color to create division, because if I would have put this right on top and I did not create a different color, then it would have just looked like it melted in. So now I'm just sitting these balls right on top and it's giving me that effect that I was looking for. And I am using my smallest dotting tool that I have, so I'm going to place the balls on and then I'm just going to push into the center of each ball to create a socket effect. So stay tuned and watch me create that little bit of detail. And with using the molding gel, you really have to have that patience, because when it starts doing this, sometimes it makes you just want to say, screw it, I'm not going to do it. But we just have to keep going and see the art all the way through. So I just took those balls off, threw them to the side, created 2 new balls, and we continue with the process. But I was loving how it was looking, so that's what made me want to proceed and keep going with the set, because they were so cute. So I'm just going to clean that up, put the balls right back on, and proceed like nothing ever happened. So I have all the balls on that I want, and I am leaving a good amount of space in between each one. And then once I have them to my liking, I'm just going to go in and press right in the center to create that little socket appearance. So just boop, 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 boop. And once I got the hang of that, it was on and cracking. I love how it looked, and I carried that and went right on in to do each tentacle individually. So yeah, that took me a little time, but I love how it turned out, very detailed, so I had to see it through. So I did go ahead and get all of my sockets placed on all of the tentacles, and now I'm just going to go in and add the finishing details. So I will be creating eyeballs and also a little bit of detail on the head or body of the octopus, and then we'll also go in and add a little dimension to the sockets, because the more I was looking at it, I realized something was missing. So we're going to add the eyeballs and those extra little details, and then you'll see how I finish off this octopus and bring her right to life. So yes, I'm going in and giving her some little moon shaped eyeballs, and one of them was just appearing way too big or down low. Something about it was not matching the other. So that's why I like to flash cure and just cover myself, because anytime I want to erase something and go in and redo it, I do have that flexibility because I'm not just working on top of things that are not cured. So always flash cure. It will save you a lot of headaches. So wipe that little eyeball off and go in and make her smaller and up a little higher, and it turned out perfectly. I'm doing a 10-second flash cure, and then I'm going to go in with my white and just create a little more details on the eye so that it looks like she's actually with an open eye, maybe, or blinking or winking, I don't know, but it definitely brought it to life. I love how that turned out. And now I was like, okay, I want to add just a little more razzle dazzle. So after I do the eyes, I'm going to go in and create a little texture on the body. So now I'm just going in and creating different size dots to make the body look like it has a little bit of, I don't know, acne or something. I don't know. Octopus have like bumpy looking like skin, so I was like, I don't want it to look just too smooth. So these different sized dots, and then I'm going to go inside of the bigger white ones and just apply a little black, and that to me seemed a little fun, added a little more oomph to the set. So I love that I did go and follow through with that little bit of detail, because it brought a little more character to the octopus body, so that it's separate from the tentacles and everything just don't look 100% the same. Now with the tentacles, I did want to add a little depth, and I did use the pink for the body. So I figured a maroon would look really, really nice in the center. So I'm just going to take my art brush, and as you notice, I've used the same art brush for the entire set. You don't have to have 50 million art brushes. Just get one that feels comfortable in your hand that you're able to work with. I am left-handed, so a lot of tools just sometimes could feel too big, and some brush bristles feel too long and too far away, and I have to work really close up on things, so I'm just using a smaller brush, and if I need it, I do use one other brush which is a little bit longer than this one. So get a tool that works for you and stick with her, and she will do you right. So I'm just taking my same little brush. I could have used the dotting tool, but I feel like the dotting tool would have picked up too much product and took away from the size of the dot that I'm putting inside of here. So I'm just going in, I'm making sure that I like that, and I loved it. So we're going to go in and fill in each little tentacle and wrap up this set. I will be adding bling because y'all know that's just my thing. So that pinky will have bling, and we're almost finished. Yes, yes, yes. Y'all already know no tentacle will be left behind. I make sure I put that dot in every little tentacle that I placed on this set. Nothing was forgotten. After curing that little bit of detail, I love how the octopus look. I am so totally satisfied with her. It's nothing else I can do but add the bling. So I am going in with my extreme diamond gel. I'm going to place that all over the pinky and fill her in with bling. As you can see, that's how it looked when I put all the tentacles together. It definitely gave what it needed to give. I'm so happy with how they turned out. I can't wait to do it longer because I want to add so many tentacles. I want them going everywhere. I was so obsessed with the movement of the tentacles. I want it again, and I may do it in green or purple. I don't know. I may do the same color. I don't know. It's such a hard decision. Y'all may see an octopus on me every year for the remainder of forever. I love it. So I'm just getting an even coat of my extreme diamond gel, and then I'm going to go in and do my assorted crystal ABs all over the nail using my big and small sizes just to fill in the nail. No area will be without a stone, and that is how I love it. I do not use the same size stones to do a full bling nail because it just does not give the dimension that I'm looking for. So I'm going to place these stones on and get her cured, and we will be done with this set. And for my opposite hand, I did do blue chrome on 4 of the fingers, and on my ring finger I did do the full bling finger just to tie it in, but I did not want Octopus going crazy over all 10 of my fingers. So I love having the character on the hand, my non-dominant hand, and then able to have my hand that is my working hand, like, still matches the set but have its own personality. I think that's going to be my thing for the remainder, because sometimes being left-handed, I cannot get that design on the other hand. I just can't. And if I do, it's going to take me like 3 days, and I really don't have 3 days to do a nail. Like, I'm probably going to be over the set after a week, so I need it done when it's done, so we can move on. That's the beauty of doing your own nails. I love how these turned out again. Stay tuned for the final reveal, and y'all already know to follow my other socials because they will be posted. Different reels are posted to each platform. I do not recycle my reels, so if you want to see something different, then follow all of my socials, but stay through to the end. And I know you're a real one if you got to this far, so thank you. I appreciate you. I love you. And just thank you for following my artistry. Doing fun nails is my passion. I do it with joy. I love everything about it. And I'm so excited for the holiday season. I did take my annual break. If people don't know, I'm always a little bit I would say hibernating in August, just because during the holidays I have to be so creative and so out there and always continuously posting. So I do try to take personal time to where I can breathe, look at my own profile from a glance and see what I need to fix, see what I need to rebrand, and this time is definitely used wisely. So now I feel like I have the energy and creativity to run through October, November, and December and give you guys some fun holiday content. And yeah, so I know I took several breaks this year. This was not an easy year at all, but we make it through, we push through, and we continue to do what we love. So yes, I'm so happy to be back on YouTube, and I think I'm not even going to tell y'all a number y'all will see, because I'm going to try to get all of these videos done today and uploaded so you guys can see the following schedule, because it's some good sets. I've been having so much fun, and the more fun I have on the nails, my clients are receptive to even bigger freestyle. So I'm so excited for what's to come. I'm already having my Halloween lineup together. Y'all don't want to miss it. Oh my god, the last couple of Halloweens have been good. This one gonna take the cake. I just already know the new stuff. Oh, I just already know. Stay tuned, y'all. Just stay tuned. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, turn on your notifications, and follow the other pages, because you don't want to miss it. Everything will not make it into a YouTube video, unfortunately, but it will be posted, so don't miss out. And yes, I am still doing this bling finger. It took me a while, but I have her completely packed to the max, and I just love how that looks. All the movement, all the dimension. I am getting the pink and blue as well as a little purple, so I love how they turned out. I'm going to go ahead and get her cured, do my cuticle oil in my other hand, and I will do the grand reveal shortly. Now that that is completed, I have finished my other hand, and here is the finished octopus. She's so cute, and when I put my hands together, the tentacles definitely match. I love how this turned out. They are so fun and so cute. And until next time, you guys already know to follow my socials.